This is the video that absolutely no one asked for, but I'm making it anyway because I have a ton of footage from my London Hyrox ExCel Centre 2023. I thought I'd bang it up on YouTube with a bit of a commentary. I've already done a short on this, so I thought I'd do a full-length video with all of the footage that I've actually got. Maybe it'll help someone, maybe it won't, maybe I'll look a dick, maybe I won't. So I thought, bang this up for you all to see. This is for this particular Hyrox would have been my 6th Hyrox. I started in April 2022 and I've done like 4 in London, I think. 1 in Birmingham, 1 in Malaga, which was interesting. And if I can find footage from any of those, I will put them online as well. Yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So what I like about the ExCel Centre compared to the Olympia is there's far more space. It's on one floor as well. I found the Olympia was, it was a bit difficult to not only navigate, but it just got really, really busy on the bottom floor around all of the different workouts. Like you could barely move. It was really annoying. But Hyrox ExCel, it's the 3rd ExCel I've done and really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So one thing I wanted to PB going into this. So my PB is 1 hour 17 and 22 minutes. I didn't PB, so spoiler alert. And the reason I didn't PB is because I just wasn't tracking my run properly. I got pissed off with my watch, with my Apple Watch. Literally after the first lap, I couldn't get it to stop. I couldn't get it to register a lap, so I just sacked it off. And I went based on feel, which was completely the wrong thing to do. With that said, I didn't do too badly, knowing that I wasn't pushing myself quite as hard as I could have pushed myself. So this is me ripping the pips out of the dates. I don't tend to take gels or anything around when I'm running, but I did focus kind of on nutrition this time. So took some dates with me. They were all right, actually, worked really well, kind of gave me a quick carb boost when I needed it. The only thing is after 4 dates and a little hydration, chewing them is an absolute nightmare. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend dates. Probably stick to the gels. I think next time I will take a gel. And if you've never taken any fuel with you on a Hyrox, I 100% recommend it, because you get to a point where you're running out of energy. Literally, the glycogen in your muscles is gone and you need to top it up. It doesn't matter who you are, after 40 minutes, 45 minutes of putting this much into an activity, you need to top it up. So anyway, on to the first workout, ski erg. Ski erg, I don't have access to a ski erg on the regs, so my technique here is horrendous. One thing I wanted to make sure is that I didn't go out too fast, because in previous Hyroxes, I've completely gassed myself out on the ski erg, and my 2nd run, 3rd run coming off the sleds, it's been an absolute nightmare. So made sure I took my time on the ski erg. Even if I was like 20-30 seconds longer, I could pick that up on the runs, is what I was thinking. Take a look at my technique. If you think anything needs improving, stick it in the comments, please. So here's me coming into the sleds, coming in feeling fresh, hit the sleds straight away, didn't need a break. On these sleds, I stopped once. Historically, in other Hyroxes, I've done like half a length, stopped, pushed again. Half a length, stopped, pushed again. But this, I kind of crashed it out first go. The only length I stopped on was my last one, where I stopped halfway, which you will see shortly on here. Trainers-wise, that I'm using Nike Pegasus 37s, and they're decent, to be fair. Good grip, good mix on the run and the sleds, so they had some decent grip. The carpet here actually at the ExCel was really good, whereas in Malaga it was just rolling up, and other Hyroxes it's been an absolute nightmare. So, but the carpet I found was pretty good. Shaking out my legs a bit there, having a little break before getting back into it. And one thing which always not pisses me off, but like gives me something to think about mentally as I'm on the sledge is like the two guys next to me are clearly way heavier than me, and I'm 75 kilos wet through. So the guys next to me are like, I don't know, 85, 90, maybe even pushing 100, and I'm able to keep up with them on the sleds. So without stopping, apart from this length, this is my last length where I've stopped 2/3 of the way up. So that's always playing like part in my mind where I'm next to someone who might be going faster than me, but then I start to think, look, this guy's a lot heavier than me. He's probably got a way more power than me, so I'm actually not doing too badly. So then off to the sled pull. Sled pull, this is a different technique actually than I've used in the past. So this is like a pull, drag and step. So you see there, a big drag with my lats, kind of engaging my back, and then step in. I've not used that technique before, but actually it's less fatiguing than pulling with your arms. I'm pulling with my arms slightly, but the big pull at the start where you're kind of way stretched out on the rope, big pull, engaging your back, stepping back and kind of walking back with the sled, and then using your arms. That to me fatigued me way less, and I was able to run between sleds. This is me at the other end, doing a very similar thing. So it's not the quickest technique, I wouldn't say, but it's probably the less fatiguing technique that I've ever used when I've been doing a Hyrox. Like I say, I'm not an expert. My time's very average, hour 18. But these are some of the techniques I've kind of come to find help since I've done 6 now. So the rope always pisses me off. I've never been able to sort that out, never been able to get, the best kind of efficiency with the rope. It's always like kind of rolling up under my feet. So right, so now we're on to the burpee broad jumps. Now my technique on the burpee broad jumps, I have tried the kind of 1-2 step. So you step, down, step forward with your left, step forward with your right, then jump. Doesn't work for me at all. I need to get into a rhythm by bringing both feet up. Now I'm 6 foot, so it takes me a little while to get down and then get back up. But I think actually once I get into a rhythm, like I'm doing here, it's not too bad. Breathing on this is something I've worked on. So I take a full breath in and a full breath out on the way down, a full breath in and a full breath out on the way up, full breath in, full breath out on the jump. So I'm doing quite a bit of breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. But like I say, once you get a rhythm, keep going. One thing that not annoys me, but I feel like I'm going to get penalised on all the time is when I catch someone up and I have to move to the left or move to the right. And if there's no space to move, that's quite frustrating because you're stuck behind someone who's, potentially holding you up and costing you seconds. So that particular burpee broad jump, I remember getting to the end of it and then thinking, shit, I have to go another full length. And I was starting to blow at that point. Rowing, horrendous at the rowing. I do have access to a rower, however, it's broken. It's at my rugby club gym. It doesn't have the correct kind of tension on it. You can put it on 6, put it on 10, it's exactly the same. So it's difficult training when you haven't got all the equipment. I know I can just go to another gym and get this, but hassle, isn't it? So looks like I'm barely putting any effort in. I actually am. I'm trying my best anyway. So I'm about 23 strokes per minute there. And one thing I can see by watching this back is the last part of my row, I kind of lift my arms up slightly. So I think I'm probably completely losing tension or not maximising my row by lifting rather than pulling back. So I do need to work on technique there. So on to the farmer's carry. This is my favourite probably exercise, but only because it's my easiest. I've got fairly good upper body strength for my weight, and this, I think I came 81st in the entire competition, so I was really pleased with that. It's my fastest farmer's carry that I've ever done. However, I'm normally pretty quick. I'm normally under 1:30. So one thing again though, similarly to the burpee broad jumps, I got through kind of like 2 or 3 up and backs on that, and then realised, oh, there's like another 3 or another 4. So yeah, it kind of longed it out for me. From my best one though, onto my worst one, I can't stand lunges for a few reasons. Firstly, I've got bad knees. Secondly, Hyrox can definitely do a better job at making the carpet more cushioned, because smashing my knees off the floor after doing, I don't know, an hour's worth of work is not ideal. Hyrox, please sort that out. With that said, on this occasion, it was I probably felt the best I've ever felt whilst going into lunges. Got into a rhythm, the weight didn't feel that heavy, and I ended up, yeah, getting a half decent time, for me, a half decent time. Wall balls, as you saw there, I ran into the wall balls, and look at the state of it. Like, there's about 1 million people in here. I couldn't see a station. Asked the lady, she was fanning about. She pointed, she said, oh, there's one down there, but didn't tell me exactly where. And that point from between me running from that lady to where I actually get a wall ball station felt like a lifetime. It just felt like I was like wasting 30 seconds. Even though it's probably like 5 seconds, just in my head, I was thinking, I want to PB this race, and this is wasting my time. So anyway, found this guy who was sound. He didn't penalise me once, despite the fact I'm looking like I'm probably not squatting quite low enough on some of these. So I didn't get any no reps, which was good. I rattled out 30 wall balls off the cuff, which felt good, and I actually think I probably could have gone to 40, and I wish I had, because as soon as I stopped, I died, literally. As soon as I stopped, couldn't catch a breath. I then was trying to do 10 at a time, and I was getting fatigued. And on some occasions, I think I was only managing 5 or 7, so it slowed me down massively. So something I need to work on. So the wall balls and the ski erg and the burpee broad jumps, I didn't really practice this time round. So anyway, after that, I ran over the line, an hour at 18. I was pretty pissed off because I knew exactly what I'd done wrong in terms of not tracking my runs. I could have pushed it a lot further and a lot harder than I actually did, and I felt like I had energy left at the end of it. This is just a quick video of the aftermath from a mate of mine just getting cramp. He did not hydrate properly. He sweats a lot, and he didn't hydrate properly, so his legs cramping up big time. I'm not sure why I threw this in the video, for a laugh. Other things that I've just thought of. One thing I was pretty pleased about is that my running splits were pretty similar, and considering I wasn't actually pacing myself because I decided to give up on my watch, yeah, I was happy with that. Like, I know, like, I'm familiar with how I run and, you know, my speeds now. So, for example, aside from kind of lap one was a 4:06, but I think lap 1 is slightly shorter at the ExCel. Lap 2 was 4:57. Lap 3 was 5:05. Lap 4 was 5:10. Lap 5 was 5:10. Lap 6 was 5:10. Lap 7 was 5:11. And then lap 8 was 5:25. So pretty bang on in terms of pacing myself. They just weren't quick enough. I could have done with knocking 40 seconds off of those, or 30 seconds off of those at least, which I'm going to try for. My next Hyrox is the Olympia, so I'm going to try and prep to make sure my watch is sorted, make sure my nutrition's sorted, to give me every chance of actually getting a PB, and I'm going to go for 1:15 next time. One thing I did do actually at the ExCel, which may or may not have helped my running, my laps, is it's shaped like a rectangle. So I ran at a decent pace for me up the long lengths, and then I put a spurt on, and not necessarily tried to sprint the short lengths, but did definitely consciously push for a fact to be faster on those shorter lengths. So whether that helped or not, I don't know. Clearly didn't. But yeah, so in total, I came 540th overall, 89th in my age group, which is 40 to 44s, an hour 18:54 seconds. So I hope this video helped someone, or you took something away from this. If not, apologies. I'll try and do another one. I'll try and find some footage from like Malaga and London and Birmingham in the past, and maybe do another one of these. If I haven't got it, I'll definitely be doing one for Olympia. Like I say, I'm going to prep well. I'll perhaps do some videos on my training for it. I'm currently training for a full Ironman in October, October 17th, 2024 in Portugal, Cascais. I've never done a triathlon before, so it's from scratch. I'm learning all the disciplines. Running's a big part of it. Running's obviously a big part of Hyrox. On the way to that Ironman, I've got a few other events. I've got a half marathon, I've got the Hyrox, I've got a Ironman 70.3. I'll probably throw in some of the CrossFit Open workouts. I'll probably throw in a Murph. I may even try and get to another Hyrox in Europe with a friend of mine. We'll see, but I will document it. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a subscribe and a like, and post a comment. See you later. There we go. That's better.